Thousands and thousands of retail stores around the United States are closing for good. And millions of people are starting to panic because they're saying that their job just isn't safe. There's no stability, and how are they going to pay their bills? Well, I can tell you one thing, that in-person shopping is changing and possibly is ending forever. I want to break down what's going on. I want to show you some of the stores that are closing and why we're seeing this transition all of a sudden. Because again, everybody was saying that the economy is booming, everything is doing just fine, but now we're starting to see the writing on the wall and the truth about shopping. So I'll explain all this in just a moment, but all I ask is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now let's begin. So while everybody's getting prepared for Christmas and the New Year's, a lot of people are wondering, is their job even safe? Well, look at this. It says Macys ramps up store closures with 65 outlets to go in 2025. What I can tell you right now is that Macys is, well, they're set to keep their stores open through the holiday season, but come January, we could see stores shut down almost immediately. But why? It's simple. Macys does extremely well over the holiday season, but they struggle in January, February, and March. The reasons why is because people are bringing back gifts, bringing back items that they don't want, didn't fit, don't like. Now, this is just Macys. There's other Nordstrom's, another one that struggles the first few months of the year. But here's another store. Again, does really well during the holiday shopping season, but outside of that, well, they struggle. It's Foot Locker. Foot Locker is going to be closing 400 stores. You know what? That means the shoes that you are buying, you might not be able to buy at a shoe store. You might have to go to Macys. You might have to go to Nordstrom's. You might have to go to Marshall's and Ross, those discount stores, or you potentially just order them right online. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why stores like Big Lots is going out of business. Big Lots is struggling because they don't have as many people going into the stores finding their so-called deals. They're going to Amazon and Walmart and Target because they are giving just as good deals, if not better. Well, here's another one. This store, Walgreens. Walgreens is planned on closing 1,200 stores in the next 3 years. They say 500 of those stores are going to close in 2025 alone. We've already seen a handful of Walgreens stores close in 2024. Starbucks has closed, right? The list goes on and on. The reason why thousands and thousands of these retail stores are closing is because buyers are shifting from in-person shopping to now they're buying stuff online. I want to show you something. Actually, I want to read it to you. Let's read it together. Here's a comment. Okay, I want you to read this one. It says, if the economy is getting better, why are Walgreens, 7-Eleven, and Starbucks closing stores? Why is UPS and FedEx laying off workers? Why is Amazon reducing headcount by laying off workers who don't want to return to the office? Now, I want to answer a couple questions. First off, 7-Eleven is closing because of theft, because of security issues. Okay? Walgreens is closing because Amazon and Walmart both have programs that you can get discount medication. Amazon offers an incredible price, like $5 a month, and you can get your prescriptions filled from Amazon. You never have to leave your house, and they will send it to you the day that you need it. You don't have to call in and replace another order. It's like, okay, on this day, I need a refill, so on that day, you will see it show up at your house. That's how great Amazon is. Let's keep reading this, though. It says, why is UPS and FedEx laying off workers? Well, here's the interesting thing about UPS and FedEx. We are now starting to see more companies go towards the online model, e-commerce, meaning that you should need more workers at UPS and FedEx, not less. Well, here's what's going on. Until we see all those stores fully transition to e-commerce and to online sales, UPS and FedEx, they've hired way too many people over the past several years. But what they decide to do, instead of laying off all those people and seeing that they have gaps in their operation, they are now asking their employees to not just pick up another shift, but can you pick up another shift, but at the same time, as a truck driver, can you also load your truck? Can you also clean your truck? Can you make sure that this space inside the warehouse is clean? Because, well, we only have one janitor from now on. Yeah, those are the changes that they're making. Here's another one. Why is Amazon reducing headcount? Well, here's something that you may or may not know. Amazon hired way too many people. Way too many people. They had to lay off thousands and thousands of employees of their own because they hired too many people. But the issues are that buying habits are starting to change. More companies are now turning to e-commerce, where you can now order products from Walmart online. It will be delivered straight to your door. Walmart will even do drone deliveries if you live in certain areas, meaning you don't have to shop at Amazon anymore. You want to get products to do dinner for tonight? Guess what? In some cities, you can get same-day delivery. And they will even do a drone delivery as well. Or in cities like Seattle, Washington, or San Francisco, you can get a little Amazon delivery kind of robot that will deliver right to you. How great is that? This is why things are changing. This is why retail stores are closing down. How can they compete with new age technology? How can they compete with an online retailer that doesn't have a brick and mortar store, which means they don't have those employees? They don't have additional costs for a lease of a building, right? They don't have those things. That's where they're limiting their exposure. Now, I bring all this to your attention because 2024 could be the end of in-person shopping altogether. Because what we're now facing are multiple mandates from some of these big companies like Amazon that is requiring all employees to come back to the office starting on January 1st. Guess what? They may not want to do that. And if people don't come back to the office and they get let go, simply fired, they may decide, well, that's not the job I want. I don't want to go and work in retail. And they may go somewhere else. Well, here's the other issue. As we see this economy shift, more people get laid off of their jobs, and not just in retail, but all across the board. If we see more people get let go, that means their income is down, which means they have to lower their expenses. If they lower expenses, they're probably not going to be doing much shopping. If that's the case, guess what? You could be out of a job. Retail could end. Because these retailers are going to have to figure out a way to lower their costs. One of the biggest expenses they have is their employees. Another massive expense is their lease payments, their utility costs. Those are things that add up quickly. As a result, many retailers are going to shut down shop, and you could only purchase online. I remember when this is exactly what some great businessmen did when they were seeing that was it Bed Bath and Beyond, or I think that was one that shut down, right? Radio Shack closing down. They were going to go all online, right? Some big companies decided they didn't want a brick and mortar business anymore. They wanted to take it all online. That's how they were going to run their company. And guess what? It turned them around. They're profitable now. So we'll see what happens moving forward. All I can tell you right now is we're about to see thousands and thousands of local retail stores simply shut down because the end of in-person shopping might be closer than we think. But let me know your thoughts. What stores are you seeing shut down in your area? Let me know down in the comment section below, but that is what we know as of today. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.